Well, a 36-year-old Bishop man caused quite a disturbance and more than one early Saturday morning, twice fighting with local law enforcement officers before being arrested. Now, the Bishop Police Department reported that Kevin Curtis Brown, age 36 of Bishop, was arrested on a variety of felony charges, including obstruction and resisting of peace officers. Now, according to the Bishop Police Department, the string of incidents began at 1:26 Saturday morning when Bishop Police responded to a complaint of a disturbance of a loud noise and spotted Brown in the 400 block of East Line Street. Bishop PD reports that Brown was wanted on a felony probation warrant. He then fled and a pursuit of the suspect began. Bishop Police Department reports that Brown was involved in a physical altercation with an Inyo County Sheriff's deputy before being taken into custody. Brown was then transported to Northern Inyo Hospital for medical clearance, and the Bishop Police Department reports that while at the emergency room, Brown was involved in another physical altercation, this time with Bishop Police Department officers. Brown attempted to escape, was apprehended, and was ultimately taken to the Inyo County Jail in Independence at 2:26 a.m. Two Bishop police officers received minor injuries. Kevin Brown was arrested on felony charges, including, according to the Bishop PD, obstruction of justice and resisting peace officers, intent of causing great bodily injury, escape of a felon from custody, possession of a controlled substance, and felony probation violation. Now, the Bishop Police Department was expected to release an official press release today. Well, following a three-day jury trial held in Superior Court of California, County of Inyo, Bishop area resident Aaron Como was convicted of two separate felony counts of possessing methamphetamine for sale, and in one of those cases, misdemeanor child endangerment. A press release from the Inyo County District Attorney's Office states that the cases arose from two separate investigations, one by the City of Bishop Police Department in February of 2013 and a second by the Inyo Narcotics Enforcement Team, INET, and that was in February of 2014. In that 2014 incident, Ms. Como was also convicted of misdemeanor child endangerment. And according to the press release, in the second case, Ms. Como was accused of storing methamphetamine in an ice cream container in the freezer of her home, easily accessible to her children. The jury also found Ms. Como committed both of these offenses while released on bail on other charges and found her guilty of one count of possessing controlled substance paraphernalia. Sentencing has been set for April 15th. This case was prosecuted by Inyo County Assistant District Attorney D. Shepard with ongoing assistance of the Bishop Police Department and INET. And tragedy in the Eastern Sierra over the weekend. Scott Cederstrom, a well-known rock climber, died in an apparent climbing accident on Friday. Inyo County Sheriff's Department reports that on March 14th, shortly after midnight, the Inyo County Sheriff's Department was dispatched to the lower gorge for a report of an overdue hiker. That missing hiker, Scott Cederstrom, age 44, Bishop, who worked at Mammoth Hospital, was reported to be at the lower gorge earlier in the day doing some climbing. When Mr. Cederstrom did not return that evening, his fiancée drove to the lower gorge parking lot and located Cederstrom's van and dog. An Inyo County Sheriff's deputy, along with a California Fish and Wildlife officer, searched the area for Mr. Cederstrom but were unable to locate him. The press release continues that about 6:30 a.m. the Inyo County Search and Rescue Team was called. About an hour after the Inyo County Search and Rescue Team began its search of the area, Mr. Cederstrom's body was located by a family friend in the gorge. Once the body was identified, Deputy DeGeorge of Mono County took over the investigation. Several Inyo County Search and Rescue Team members, along with several Mono County Search and Team members, remained on scene to assist in the body recovery. Our condolences to all of Mr. Cederstrom's family and friends, and also our deepest sympathies are going out to Arnie and Kellyanne Palu on the loss of their unborn son, Samuel Jacob Palu, last month. A celebration of life will be held this Saturday, March 21st for Samuel. The family would like to honor the life of Samuel and celebrate the joy he brought to all who eagerly anticipated his arrival. In lieu of flowers, donations are suggested to the Palu family to offset medical expenses. The celebration of life this Saturday will be held at Bishop's First Presbyterian Church, begin at 1 p.m. for Samuel Jacob Palu.